And we're underway here in the home opener.
Ball one.
Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength and ultra-fast arm and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
Just off the inside corner. Ball two. Strike three. Yoshinobu gets the K. Jacob Wilson digs in now. Yamamoto, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Two down, bases empty. Rafael Devers will hit next.
And you won't see the skipper rush. To get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. And a curve is down and in. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Just trying to protect, keep the at-bat alive.
Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's down and in.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay. Here's George Springer. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one is out of here. A two-run blast. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. This one popped up. Machado under it. And that is that. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And that's going to bang against the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
That one to first. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. That one misses, and that is ball one. This one in the air center field. Simpson settles under this one and makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 2-1. Manny Machado at the plate. He's basically the mayor of San Diego at this point. And he hits a ground ball right side. Play made. That ends the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Ball inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Strike three, and the famous splitter from Yoshinobu does the trick. Foul ball there. Oh, 2 now. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-2. In the air out to center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in San Diego, stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. And that one ripped to left. One away. Next for the Padres, Otto Lopez. Fought off foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
On the ground, right side. Safe at first as they can't make the play. One down. And the batter now, Luke Raley. Raley goes 6 feet 3 inches, 235 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Runner on the move. Got him swinging. No throw, safe at second. And now, Freddie for me.
Hey!
Man at second.
Ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lopez around third. He scores to tie it up. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did,
Ball,
and he did it perfectly.
Cam Smith in the box, lays off for ball one.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
That one the other way. Base hit into the outfield. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Crow Armstrong takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Two on, 2 outs. Runner on the go. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Back here at Petco Park. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. And that one hammered way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong moving under this one. One down. So digging in, Chandler Simpson. Caught looking his first time up.
Chandler Simpson.
That misses the zone. Ball one.
Aye.
Tied up here in the early going. And a curve is down and in. Just a slow ground ball this time. Lopez. The flip. And he gets him. Nicely done. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 1 so far.
Wilson.
Ball, that's in.
That's off
Nope,
the inside
inside,
corner.
ball 2.
Yeah, that's ball 2. That one missing inside. And there's the automatic. On the ground to the left. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. As we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Jackson Merrill at the plate now. His first career home run happened right here at Petco Park.
Yeah, and he got the silent treatment from his teammates in the dugout, which is such a baseball thing. You don't see it anywhere else. Nothing like running through the dugout, pretending to high-five teammates who won't even look at you.
Damn.
Tatis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Snap throw. Pitch out. But no action. But he scrambles back. The 2-2. And misses inside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring.
Tatis runs. So
Activate.
puts runners at first and second. First and second. New pitcher now for the Jays, Louis Varland.
Power slider guy, though. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up. He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
On the ground left side, 6. It's in and out of his glove, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Golden opportunity right here. And fouled off. Two on, one out. And he swings through that one.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out.
Hammered on the line, base hit. One runs in, fires it to the plate, and he's out. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. He's 0 for 1. That one found hard the other way. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third.
Oh, that's inside.
That's out to center field. That is the inning. as we go to the top of the fourth. And now for the Jays, Rafael Devers.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swings through that one for strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-2. And that skips into dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. James Wood next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So up next, Ernie Clement. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Now a step off the rubber to reset.
Hey!
To the right side. Throws to first in time. That ends the frame. Bottom of the fourth, stepping in for San Diego, Luke Raley. There's a swing and a drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. And a swing and a miss.
That's a ball.
Hit hard on the ground to short. In time to Devers. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Go-ahead run on base. Cam Smith now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Big swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3. Crow Armstrong now. His dad, Matt, grew up a huge Cubs fan and passed that fandom along to PCA. When Pete was a young kid, he'd either have his dad take him out back to play baseball, or he'd put him in front of the TV and watch the Kerry Wood 20 strikeout game from 1998. Ground ball to the right side. Devers to second, back to first, not in time. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate.
Runner on the go, pitching for a strike.
He's in there. He's safe.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Back here in San Diego, here's the Toronto catcher, Patrick Bailey. Swings through that one for strike one.
Ball, that's out.
Outside.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball
2-1. Fouled off left side. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Down the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball popped up. 2 down. And here is Addison Barger. Fly to center his first time.
Ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And they'll do it again. One, two now. Swings through it for the K. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the DH for the Padres, Jackson Merrill.
Now
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Peyton Toby.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
One up, one down. Now Machado up here has grounded out a couple of times.
baseman number 13, Manny Machado.
This one in the air, center field. 2 down. And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Bogaerts in his 13th season, 33 years old, and he was born in Aruba. Swings through that one. And a 1-2. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 6.
Next for the Padres, Otto Lopez.
Lopez.
Check swing, went around. It's 0-1. That one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Top 6. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Chandler Simpson. And that one fouled off. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Left field, and a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. So up next for Toronto, Jacob Wilson. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit, and the tying run is on base. Rafael Devers up to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Tap foul at the plate.
Hey, 2.
Blue Jays down a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses. Ball 1. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Just missed.
Outside.
He might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed
that's a
up
ball.
and ready for it.
On the ground to third. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. So digging in now for San Diego, Luke Raley. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. The 0-2. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Out towards right center field. Barger coming on. Takes it in for the out. One out man at first. Now the left fielder, Cam Smith.
Number 11, Cam Smith.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Wilson over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. We go to the top of the seventh, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, George Springer. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jeremiah Estrada.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just
got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. Now it's the DH, James Wood. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. That one a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. There's the strike. Called out on strike. Set for the last half of the seventh. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
No, inside.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Got him. Now one away.
Up next for the Padres,
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 1 for 3.
Hey!
You'll one.
Ball, that's low.
And that's in for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Smashed that one through the infield with a knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now at the plate, Jackson Merrill. That one ripped, but foul. Now the 0-1. Tatis runs.
Oh,
Pitch
that's
misses. Throw to second. Save.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run comes in to score from second, and they lead by 2. And in at second with an RBI double. 1 out, runner at second. Here's Manny Machado. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And here comes Sander Bogarts. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Tommy Nance.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs 1 out to get out of it, so this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Hey.
One and 2 here. Just missed. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Grounds 1 to short. Wilson. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We go to the 8th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Patrick Bailey. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Anthony Bender.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game.
Hey!
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That clips the corner. And takes low for ball 1. In the air, left field. Smith takes it in for the out. And there's 1 away. Next to hit, Kazuma Okamoto. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Check swing. He went. That is strike 2. Swings and misses. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Got him swinging. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Stepping in for San Diego, Otto Lopez. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Oh, one down.
Hey!
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Padres,
Luke Raley, the next up for the Padres. On the ground, and that one finds its way through, and that's a one-out single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And now Freddie Fermin. Hit on the ground, might be two. There's one, and it's a double play to end the inning. We go to the ninth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Chandler Simpson.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Swings through that. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fought off foul. To the right side, Lopez. Now one gone in the ninth. So digging in, Jacob Wilson. The 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Got him swinging for the K. Blue Jays have just one out left here. And here is Devers. Foul ball. The Padres trying to close out a two-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The Jays down to their final strike. That's outside. Now 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball.